Scott, here we are in downtown Houston. It's the black neighborhood, it's a brown neighborhood. What are you, a white, gay, conservative, doing here?
I feel a responsibility. I'm a private citizen. You know, we don't need the big government to do this. I'm going to come in, do the job that deep democratic cities like Houston haven't been doing, and sweep up trash in an act of love.
What cities have you been to?
Well, we started in Baltimore City, and we picked up 29 tons of trash. Then we went to Los Angeles, California, and picked up 50 tons of trash. We went to Chicago on 63rd Street, dangerous territory.
Now, trash is a symbol for a lot that's gone wrong in these neighborhoods, right? Broken families, high crime rates, terrible schools. A lot of money has been spent to fix these places up. Why do you think they've never gotten fixed?
I think, quite frankly, the Democrats don't want to solve the problem because they want to be the solution. And look at what we're doing. Private citizens coming together, putting on our work boots, rolling up our sleeves, and doing the work ourselves.
The conservative philosophy.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you feel comfortable calling yourself a gay conservative?
I'm a bleeding heart conservative who happens to be gay. I don't let my identity define me. So the Democrats have created this game of identity politics, and they have the oppression Olympics, where if you're not Black or gay or a woman or disabled, then it's almost like you don't exist. I came out as gay after the Pulse nightclub terrorist attack. I want to make sure that the people coming into our country don't want to murder me. I feel like that's a pretty low bar to set, don't you think?
Pressler's fear points to a dangerous element of identity socialism, the connection to radical Islam. International businessman Alan Bender has told us he has the inside scoop on radical Islam's sinister scheme for America.
Are you a Muslim?
I am a secular Muslim. I'm married to a Christian.
And you're based in Canada. You're a member of the Liberal Party. You have been what could be loosely called in the Middle East a fixer.
Canadian-based businessman Alan Bender, seen here to the right of Walid bin Talal, who Mr. Bender represented in settlement negotiations.
I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the configuration of politics in the Middle East.
The Iranian regime actually believes that there is no coexistence with America. The path of the Islamic Sharia is the only way. And that leads to a clash between the pro-American states in the Gulf region and the Iranian regime. The Iranian government controls the government of Qatar. The Iranians don't pay, so they use Qatari money to pay whomever they need to pay.
Now, you have had some experiences which I think remarkably suggest that not only are the Iranians and the Qataris trying to influence the politics of the Middle East over there, but they're actually trying to influence American politics over here.
During my meetings with the top officials in Qatar to discuss potential major investments in North America, and they reiterated the fact that they produce more gas and oil than any other country in the region. They don't really need the return on their investments. However, their investments in North America is a powerful weapon to influence the elections and see to it that the outcome will fit the Iranian interest.
Which is to defeat Trump.
To defeat Trump. They said we are looking forward to the defeat of Trump. And then we will see the first Friday prayer taking place in the White House as a symbol of our victory and the rise of the Muslim Brotherhood.
Her name is Ilhan Omar. She's a former refugee from Somalia. She's a Muslim American, and she is now the Minnesota State House Representative.
What did the Qataris tell you about her?
They refer to her as Sister Ilhan, and to them, she is the jewel of their political crown. And they told me face to face that they financed her, heavily financed her, and they groomed her. And they said, you don't need to worry about skeletons being found because the media will bury it. We've seen more than 6 different scandals involving Ilhan Omar. Nobody investigated her.
Campaign finance violations, for example.
Exactly.
How do they control her?
Her weakness, money and sex.
How do they actually use their financial leverage to either influence or control people like Ilhan Omar?
America is a country of law and rules. We do it indirectly, and there are always loopholes that allows us to get through, I actually brought up, what about the media? He said, I think we're almost at the top of controlling that. And we have a lot of journalists who are on our payroll.
You're actually saying that these Islamic governments are making direct monetary payments to members of the mainstream media?
Correct.
These are not remote figures, but people in mainstream institutions.
That is correct.
What you're saying is that there is serious Middle Eastern and specifically radical Islamic intervention coming from abroad into U.S. politics.
Exactly. And I think it's more dangerous than the so-called Russian collusion.
But doesn't identity socialism and radical Islam make strange bedfellows? I raised the question with Imam Muhammad Tahidi.
Any Islamist will tell you that America is the enemy of Islam. They're chanting death to America every single day. I did it for 7 years. Death to America, death to Israel.
What is the fundamentalist and jihadi agenda for America?
The future of America has to be Muslim.
So here's a paradox. In America, we have a political left. It's a progressive left. As you know, it's sexually permissive. And this political movement appears strangely allied with radical Islam. Can you explain this?
When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Would never do it. They'd give their vote to the leftist who wants to run around in pride parades. And Islamic extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about abortion, go kill yourselves, go do that. And Omar, she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other, my body, my choice. Yes, go do that, go do it. But would she have an abortion? Never. Would she kill a Muslim in her stomach? Never.
What's your take on her?
Fundamentalist, extremist, Islamist, jihadi ideology, a threat to national security, ISIS with lipstick.
And would it be fair to say that what Ilhan Omar wants is for all of America to look like her community?
Without a doubt. Firstly, the Muslims in Ilhan Omar's district are more radical than radicals in the Middle East.
New report by Congress says more than 250 Americans have attempted to join ISIS. 1 in 4 is from Minnesota, many of them former refugees.
Do you feel more comfortable living under American law, or do you feel more comfortable living under Sharia law?
Sharia law. I'm a Muslim. I prefer Sharia law.
You prefer Sharia law over American law?
Of course, yeah.
What's the relationship between radical Islam and socialism in America?
Votes and common interest.
The Muslims are delivering the votes
Yes.
through their leaders.
Yes.
And what do the socialists and the progressive left give in exchange?
They give them a platform. They give them the media. They protect them.
If we have Islamic domination, which is the goal, as you suggest, will Americans become strangers in their own country?
Americans who have values, who believe in freedom of speech, freedom of belief, freedom of religion, Americans who want to raise their families as Christians, they will feel as strangers.
Treason, division, and the politics of fear and exclusion. This is their socialist dream for America.